Oh wow, they changed the going live button from blue to white. That's kind of a bummer.
Hmm.
Anyway, honored ones. There's two of them. Snap,
For
snap,
real this
snap, snap.
time.
Yeah. Uh, on time, online, right on your phone, right in your home. Windows were open. We just walked in. It's not breaking and entering, officer. The key was under the mat. It's Sunday.
It is Sunday. What's up, guys? Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are doing great on this fine Sunday evening. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. We're here to talk about some chapters, talk about some manga,
Yep.
talk about what we read, watched, listened to,
It's rewind time.
played,
Yep.
rewind time. So we'll get into that later in stream. But typical honored ones. Little live stream joint. Obviously on time.
Yep.
And feel free to save the applause after the show.
While your second favorite streamers are prancing around at DreamCon, not doing their jobs. Bums, by the way. Here we are on this precious Sunday evening, clocking in, clocking out, as per usual, the greatest podcast on earth, the best streamers on earth, the most magnetic, electrifying duo since Cain and Abel, Adam and Eve. Depends on your morality and your tolerance for. It depends on a lot of. Okay. Batman and Robin. Nope. Batman and Superman. Okay, we got there in the end.
Let me ask you, who was who in each and every one of those that you named, bro? Who was who? I want you to tell me, because you thought of all those and you said them. So when you said them, I want you to think you changed them for a reason, because you automatically placed one of us in a role. So go down the list, bro.
Okay.
You started with Cain and Abel.
So the thing... Damn, I could have said Sam and Dean. Fuck. Okay, damn it. Okay, so the thinking was like, all right, you want like two bros, right? I was like, oh, bro, when in history have there been two brothers, right? An even number of brothers. So one is an only child, three is multiple siblings, and like you could throw a girl in there to kind of mess up the ratio. So if you have two dudes, brotherhood, right? Who's the most famous two brother duo? Cain and Abel, right? And then I was like, oh, but that doesn't end very well. So because of the plot twist of Cain and Abel, I was like, oh, like there was a duo that outranks them, right? The first duo, Adam and Eve. But then it became like kind of a logistical nightmare. So it's Pride Month, as you know, right? And
who are you, my rib? Or
so that's the first problem, right? Is like who is whose rib, and then who made who eat the apple. And what is that?
I feel like personally, I just give more rib giver energy.
But then there's kind of like an underlying misogynist and, we'll be honest, homophobic undertone on Pride Month, right? Like I barely got out of Women's Month with like by the skin of my teeth, bro. Holy shit, that almost killed you. So I think we're not going to use any women for about 30 days, give or take. So
I don't think we should use women in general.
Me either.
They're not objects.
Even to make points. Then Batman and Robin, right? I'll be honest, it's the costume. It's the costume that's really getting me. I was okay with Batman and Robin, but here's the thing, right? If I make myself Batman...
You already don't wear anything when we stream undergarment-wise. That's closer to Robin, right? With the green and then the boots. Like that's actually typical Cream's outfit. That's what you go outside for your walks in.
So the thing you make me wear against my will, notwithstanding, is
grown
one
man,
issue.
By the way, I don't pay your bills. By the way,
is one issue. Right?
I couldn't make you do anything.
Literally threatened to not be on this podcast unless I wore quote the greenest, scaliest, fucking tightest underwear he's ever seen. Bites lip. He gave me scene direction in his text, bro. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. The problem also comes from a lack of wealth on both of our ends, right? it's simply like going band for band doesn't really work here. And our monetary like outcomes are kind of linked in some small way, right? So like I can't be your ward and you can't be mine. Also, if you're my ward, it's more of a headache for me and these fuckers. So
Mm-hmm.
Batman, Superman, right? We're kind of doing our own
Uh-huh.
thing. We collaborate, once or twice an issue to make some shit
Mm-hmm.
happen. It's magic, world's finest, whoop de doo. And then
Mm-hmm.
Sam and Dean, we're both human, both equal, we're both brothers. One is slightly taller and one has longer hair. I'd be Dean, you'd be Sam.
I'm not familiar enough to know whether or not you insulted me, so.
I didn't. They're both equal. Like they've both been demons. They've both been vessels for archangels. They've both been hunters, but they're brothers at the end of the day, and that's the most important thing. Fuck, I wish I started with Sam and Dean. Hate that I threw Adam and Eve in there. If I was post game press conference, right? I'm not loving the Adam and Eve inclusion. It really throws everything off.
I'm not gonna lie. No one forced you to do that, right? Like our producers didn't even ask you to throw that in. That was an ad lib.
Our stylist is out. Like our fucking example stylist isn't here, so I was kind of left to swim in my own waters, and I got eaten alive. It's fine. It's whatever. It happens. I wish I could say it won't happen again. We both know that's a lie. Mario and Luigi was right there. No racial undertones, no I'm gonna stop reading that. So
he does not like Italian.
That's insane. That's insane. So
hey bro, rep Mario right now.
What about you, bro? Post-game press conference, how do you feel about that?
The whole thing was insane, bro. The whole thing, actually top to bottom, ass. Actually complete shit. Because I'm gonna even criticize Sam and Dean. You didn't take into account your audience and your co-host not being a Supernatural fan, right?
Yeah, I couldn't even make the correction in the second half.
You couldn't even make that correction. So went, right? Batman, Superman, you're not rich, and I'm not letting you have powers. Wrong, right? Adam and Eve, come on, bro. Obviously, I know. Wrong. Cain and Abel, nigga, who got hit with the rock, bro? Because you are the type of guy to be mad that God fucked with me more. There's no way I let you pick. You can't pick up a rock big enough to kill a human. I don't think that you have the upper body.
Why is that your issue with the metaphor? I just feel like out of all the things, my upper body strength shouldn't be the top five.
Here's the problem, right? I can't be Cain because I'm not a jealous person. I wouldn't have murdered you because God fucked with you more, right? In fact, he wouldn't have fucked with you more. You're kind of like Lucifer's reincarnation, right?
That's insane.
And so that only means that you can try to slay me. But like, I mean, a pebble is just not going to get the job done, right? You need heavier artillery. David was blessed by God. You are cursed, and seemingly, forevermore, right? Like, so that one was insane, right?
Toto and Yuji.
Like, I genuinely don't know why, considering we're a podcast that talks about anime and manga, you didn't go to a duo. Like, Toto and Yuji would have been just fine, bro. There are so many. We fuck with Blue Lock. We fuck with JJK. We fuck with Naruto. We fuck with so many different things. You could have even like, bro, it's Pride Month, bro. You could have done Isagi and Bachira. Yeah. You could have done an Isagi Hiyori joint, a Kaiser Nest joint. That's a little problematic. Let me put that one to the side. You could have done a Naruto Sasuke joint. You know what I mean? Fuck, bro. Even if you wanted to go more Cain and Abel, but once again, tilt it, could have done Itachi Sasuke, bro. We both could have been our goats.
Yeah.
You actually fucked it from top to bottom.
There were an abundance of brothers. I don't know why in my head there was like a drought. Because I went all the way back to Cain and Abel. I skipped 2,000 years of fiction. No more. Yeah, I overshot it.
You couldn't have even gone, like, you've gone Killua? Like that
Yeah.
was impossible.
Yeah, no.
Saitama Genos, like nigga, you
Yeah.
fucked with those series, right? Like what was the
Yeah, yeah, no, there was definitely like that was a bad game. That was a bad game. That was a bad game. That was a bad game.
that was strange, bro.
It's my bad, coach.
That was strange,
Yeah.
gang.
Did
Even if you wanted to go for a history lesson, you could have done a Hashirama Madara, bro. Like I don't know, I just
yeah, no, it would have been more recent too. Hmm. Damn.
hmm.
Uh
Hey, hold on. Can we yeah, yeah. Get the stylus back on the phone. Yeah. No, we're not doing this shit live on air no more. I don't care. Get him on the phone. We can't handle it. We're fucking floundering out here. Get him on the phone. All right, bro. He's coming back. He's coming back. Just hold down the fort for 5 minutes. Chat, I promise normal conversation will re-engage. It'll kick
Yep,
back in
that's my
about 5 minutes.
Yep.
Our conversation stylist is taking a fucking lunch break. Whatever, he's taking a lunch break. Lunch break, because I guess everyone has to legally eat when you're employed somewhere. Whatever.
Oh yeah, no. I just got my write-up emails. Oh god, they're fining me. Fuck.
Okay, bro. Our manga
Oh,
stylist is still.
that's
Oh
four. Oh,
fuck.
that's 4 digits. Oh, I'm going bankrupt. Holy shit, dude. Holy fuck.
4 digits and we're bankrupt, bro.
I'm bankrupt, bro. This is my fine. Hey, can I get an
Oh
advance?
shit.
I can't afford this,
you can't.
bro.
No, you can't get.
It wasn't that bad.
Advance.
It wasn't.
Bro,
It wasn't
bro,
this
no,
bad.
no, bro. Hit the corner. Sell something, or you. Oh, you can't get a fucking. You're not getting a fucking advance.
Hey, BR, can I interest you in a service that I've just now started offering, bro?
No, bro, I'll pass.
Well, fuck.
But I will say, there's this new supplement I've come into, and I think you'd make a great addition to the company.
Hey, you still got Raid Shadow Legends email?
I keep them in the back pocket for rainy days.
I've had a phone before. I could do one.
You cannot.
Oh.
They actually know who you are. They're not very picky. They specifically just said not him.
I make them tens of dollars.
That's not true. That's just not true, bro. Not a single soul, bro. You're gonna go onto the channel, drop a short. This video was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Please download it.
Not a single soul, bro. You're just going to see someone with the most confused face. What the fuck? Swipe, just gone, bro.
Please go back up.
Yeah, bro. Because the thing is, they're not gonna pay you up front, right? They're going to put you on like a. They're like, yeah. For everyone you bring in, yeah, we'll kick off some money. You're not getting a dime, bro. They just hit a fucking lick on your ass.
Yeah.
That was free promo.
Yeah. Bro, they're gonna see like that slow fucking algorithm. I'm gonna be like Quan Mills on the fucking timeline, bro. It's just gonna be me getting sadder and sadder and sadder. You're gonna see me begging for roses on TikTok live in 3 days.
Hey, bro, low key, you might be able to be an NPC though. I feel like
I might have to, bro. I play like one, so like I might just have some. I don't know, bro. A fucking ChatGPT can play Minecraft better than me.
Holy shit, dude.
Holy shit.
This video was sponsored by HelloFresh. Like, bro, yeah. Yeah, no, you're going to have bruises and shit because, by the way, you've taken out massive loans, right? Yeah. These motherfuckers are, I don't know. Listen, bro, I told you it wasn't smart to sign your name on a loan for $100,000 with 50% interest. Nigga, you thought that was a good idea, right? You wanted quick money. Now these niggas are going to start chopping off your toes every single day of June, bro. You don't have that many toes, actually. They're going to go to other body parts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bro. I might just have to take my fucking... I might have to try my luck at the bank.
Try your luck at...
Oh,
Or you have a
I'm
negative credit score?
no with the mask.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Uh, hey, you could drive, right?
No.
I
Um,
could have sworn I've seen you drive before. You looked really
no.
confident.
Yeah, back in the day, bro, I sold my car. They got me,
How do
bro.
you live in Texas, bro?
I still have, bro. It was either that or they were gonna take my feet. It was it, bro. I needed this. I needed some leverage, bro. You took a loan. I decided that I'm walking everywhere. It just is what it is, man.
Holy
Um,
fuck. Nexus,
yeah.
thank you for the 2. Happy Pride Month. Why were you late? Thanks for the 2, bro. Um,
Um,
let's see. Maury Justin 101, thank you for the 2. Need y'all to read God of High School for book club. I watched the anime and that shit was ass.
let's see. Let's see.
Hosey, thank you for the 5. Ronan, look.
Don't know. Remember.
Okay.
We're in debt.
Yep. Ronan looking at. Jesus, dude. Ronan looking as handsome as ever. Hercules would be envious. But can we get this hunchback of Catholic priest off my screen, though? Please, L Creams. Hunchback of a Catholic priest off my screen.
Thank you for the 5, Hosey. We really appreciate it.
Are Catholic priests known for their bad posture? What the fuck was that? Whatever. Continue.
Demon I could do it. Thank you for the 5. Since you aren't using women this month, I'd like to say thanks for giving me paid time off this month. Might want to check the misogyny though. Hey. Demon I could do it. Thank you for the 2. Surprise Creams didn't say Romulus and Remus. He just didn't think that far back. Hosey, thank you for the 2. 4 digits and bankrupt, broke ass, short ass. And then Hosey, thank you for the 5. I already swipe every time I see Creams on TikTok for free preceding 10 gallons of bleach. Damn, bro, you got a bleach sponsorship? Hey, bro, one of the things that, like, one of the behind the scenes people don't know, like, people think this is my room, right? Because it used to be. It's just a green screen now. I'm like, they only provide me lights. It's really dank and dark in here. I don't know if you can hear it because I have the noise gate on, but there's actually just a like a dripping, just weird thing, and then like this right here. This is puddle water. I just collected it in a gallon jug because it just feels a little bit more dignified. But
yeah, I mean, honestly, bro, they got you living like a baller here. All I have is this green screen, an internet connection, and they sort of say,
and they half-ass that one too, bro.
Honestly, bro, they're like, speak, bitch, baby, speak into the mic. Like, that's the only way I can get out of my debt, bro.
Oh god, dude.
My only source of water is when they piss on me.
What the fuck did you say? Oh my. Oh. Holy shit, dude.
Fuck.
There is. All right, bro. Like this tint.
Fresh.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
I really thought I could get that one off with a straight face, bro. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It's the second time today, man.
Bro, that explains it, bro. Chat, for all the people that aren't members, you want to see a crazy clip of Creams, airing out the dogs for all to see. Go back to the last stream where we played rematch.
That's insane.
I think what happened is he got a call from you know who, and they ordered him to put his feet on screen or get blown to smithereens. And let's just say he acquiesced. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you guys want to see that live,
they
check out the last Thursday stream.
Yeah, they threatened to destroy me. I don't even think it was hyperbole. They phrased it like that.
Oh, bro, didn't they send you a clip where it was like, Creams thinks he has a future, and then it showed you your new home, which was like a 1x1 like wooden box.
Wood. Nah, that shit was pure double cardboard, bro.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, the worst part was that shit was like pre-rain, so it's probably just like a sad brown puddle now.
Why is the puddle gonna be brown, bro?
Because of the cardboard melting.
We could have melting. Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, they gave you something different than cardboard, bro.
They said it was
Yeah.
cardboard when it started. In the in its original, like, primal form.
All right. Yeah. All right. Manga stylist is back, bro. We can get into it at any point,
Yep.
anytime.
Okay. Sakamoto Days dropped some manga. Oh fucking hell.
Yeah.
That ripping off the
What a
goat. That's out of all the panels in JJK to copy, bro. Gojo getting his neck sliced.
So that's the big pull of the chapter, right? But I want to talk about all four because I got an agenda to put, right?
Since when?
This is Takamura, right?
Yeah.
But not just Takamura. Takamura that killed the real Takamura,
Yeah.
right? Speed blitz him, cut him in half type
With
shit.
youth.
With youth. I've seen Shin dodge this motherfucker several times.
Successfully. While tired.
Successfully, while tired, while exhausted. Shin
Alone.
over every other character in the verse, maybe besides Takamura.
Yeah.
For now, until further notice.
Oh yeah, like this.
Because I saw this motherfucker genuinely do a blitz attempt, dodge one, dodge twice. Damn, my ear's still there. You got away with a grazing nick. He's dodged this motherfucker at least like 4 times this chapter.
Yeah,
that's super Takamura, by the way.
It's like, bro, is this Shin not putting fucking
belt to ass, bro. He's doing his fucking
bro's
thing.
putting Torres on a t-shirt. Like,
he's gotta be.
He's gotta be. Because that's the only implication here.
Greatest assassin Sakamoto. Fucking sweat marks. Oh fuck, I'm about to get cooked. Niggas out of here.
I don't even.
He's gonna think heal. That'd be so crazy. If shit could fucking. No, that'd be fucking insane.
I gotta say, man, I this might be the first fun chapter we've had in 2 months. Purely for ironic reasons, unfortunately. There's just something so fucking funny about this fight on principle. This isn't even the guy on the cover. This isn't even the headliner, bro. It's not called Shin Days. Like,
hey. I want to remind you, bro. I want to remind you. They have Takamura.
You're back. They said what?
The Hulk.
They said what?
I said you said they have Takamura the same way the Avengers say we have a Hulk, bro.
Oh yeah.
That was you. They got it as a threat. I've seen Takamura get activated by a shark's bloodlust and avoided by Shin several times.
In my defense, I didn't know that being Takamura meant you were fucking washed.
Fuck you and your defense.
Okay, that's a little rude. What the fuck?
I saw the signs. I pointed out the signs. I showed you and everyone else the signs. You all ignored me. I pointed at a burning bush and said, "Hey guys, that shit caught on fire spontaneously." Nah. What? Okay, hold on. Let me take my staff. Let me throw it onto the ground. That just turned into an anaconda. Nah. That was a magic trick. Smoke and mirrors. Like your name is Hercule Satan.
I'm a professional. Everybody knows they put that shit behind the hat.
Fuck you. Takamura, bro. Talking about we could because here's the thing, right? Here's what's crazy to me. Oki, that's a Shin victim.
Yep.
Right? That other fucking like Alkamar nigga, that lightning nigga, Shin victim, right? Sakamoto, Shin victim.
That's what it means.
Takamura versus a healthy Shin. This is the nigga, by the way. Okay, I keep this in perspective, right? I want you to power scale with me for a second, right?
Okay.
pre-power up, right? Tenkyu and Shin being able to read into the future, kind of relative. They're kind of boxing,
Yeah.
right? Tenkyu has the advantage physically, but Shin can read. You know what I mean? He's got that advantage of reading into the future.
Okay.
Shin, with like holes in his legs and shit, just by like overclocking his brain, could speed blitz the nigga who was faster than him.
Yeah.
Right? Shin hasn't done that in this fight. He still dodged those attacks. Shin, healthy, not just brain blasting all of Japan,
Yeah.
is dead ass walking up to that nigga Takamura like he's Jiren and aura flexing him to death. There's no reason that shouldn't be the case. And if we assume, right, that, you know, Kendaka, still called the fastest assassin alive, right? Still called that. They know about Takamura, by the way.
Yep.
Aware of his legend. Sakamoto, once he gets over his shit, Heisuke, Shishiba, Nagumo, Osaragi, what they're fighting? Guitar nigga, Torres, and fucking Oki?
I'm pretty sure he has a name, bro.
I don't give a fuck what his name is. He's pussy. Like, bro, he strummed someone like a guitar. Boring gimmick, bro. Lame gimmick. I'm not moved. I'm not impressed. Zero aura perceived. Torres, a sandblaster, bro. Listen, cool. You existed for a sock. By the way, Torres the guy that got fucking he got impressed by like Ao and Hana being able to multitask, by the way. That nigga's ass too. He Shin victim.
What kills me, bro, this has been mounting for a few weeks, right? I think ever since the Takamura assimilation, awakening, whatever the fuck this is called. Izuki has never seen Takamura without a sword, right? I kind of wonder if you just like took the sword away, would he just?
Can he just not roleplay anymore?
Can he just not roleplay anymore? Like, would he just like not know what to do? Does he just switch back? Is it a fucking light switch? Like, if you were to just fucking, if you were to just take the sword away, would he be like, like fucking darting his fucking eyes around, not knowing what to do with himself?
Dude, I'm gonna be so dead ass, bro. This Takamura gimmick is not moving me. Like, it's not moving me as a character, and now it's not even moving me as a bro. Listen. Okay, the only person this Takamura has killed is Takamura. Yep. Osaragi survived. Shishiba survived. Like, Shin survived.
Like,
oh.
Is it also
like it's not? I don't have an issue with like the main characters being able to. Right? Newsflash, that happens. I have not felt an ounce of fear, doubt, worry for a single character, bro. I'll run up on him. I got it. We called this shit Takamura Nights a little while ago. Right?
Yeah. That was real Takamura, though.
Takamura, give me that shit. That's not yours no more, bro. That's not yours no more. Nah, bro. I got it. This is his, bro. I snatched it from him. He don't have it no more. Uzuki not role playing no more, bro. It's up.
You think it's like when Aang took Ozai's bending, bro? You can just,
bro. This is his. I actually went up and snatched it from him, bro.
Fuck, man, this shit is killing me. He's just some fucking. He's just some random dude with white hair, bro. Only thing that separates him from you and me is a bottle of bleach. He's Mr. Regular. Normal human, by the way. What kills me about this...
villain after you unlock him as Takamura.
I was... Where'd all the stats go? Listen, man, not to take anything away from Shin, but holy fuck. You know, I'm trying to think of a good metaphor here. This would be like.
I got you. I got you, bro.
Go for it.
Sukuna beat Gojo.
Yep.
He took the 6 eyes, implanted them into himself. This nigga's got the limitless now, right? He has the limitless. Yuta pulls up. Rika's dead, by the way. He's tired. He just killed Kenjaku, but it was a full-length fight. They're scrapping. It's a contested battle. Fuck. Sukuna's pretty strong, but as long as I keep on my toes, I can fight.
Bro, I have more eyes than Gojo did. I have the 12 eyes. How's he fucking dodging me?
World dismantle purple. Fuck. I barely dodged that one.
Fuck. Dude.
Because what's going to have to happen? Because they're going to, like, Suzuki's probably going to make it so that it's close, right? I just don't buy that it should be. Izuki's going to be like, no, I have a deeper understanding of Takamura now. Stronger. If I see that, when I see that, it's just going to be a very long head shake.
This would be like if Sakura started boxing like Edo Tensei Madara. Like, I'm really like the shit is kind of frying me.
Malevolent void. Oh geez, my simple domain is holding up. Like, bro, imagine if Kusakabe actually worked Sukuna. Fuck. Hey, be careful, Sukuna. This is prime Kusakabe we're talking about.
Bro, this is like if Sokka was piecing up Ozai on like Sozin's Comet.
But bro, he's got the moon sword now.
He's got the boomerang, bro.
Type shit.
Because Ozai is expecting an attack from the front. He's not expecting it from the back. 24 eyes. Oh shit.
This is the guy. I want you to know this is the guy. This is the story. This is the plot line. You were defending to me, bro.
Yeah,
you had me sitting here.
That's my bet for having hope, bro. Why couldn't I have this hope for Nagi, bro? Like, I don't know why I believed in this shit.
I don't, bro. No, I actually think when Oki said society, I thought that moved me. I'm ready to believe in him.
I don't know if I said moved. I was like, I can wait and see, bro. I can wait and see. See this shit right here? I'm staying in my seat.
Nigga waited to see a fucking turd in a toilet, bro. Fuck you.
That is where it goes. They hit their mark, bro.
I'm glad you understand that, at least conceptually.
Bro,
yeah.
Give Heisuke a revolver, he might have that.
Heisuke sniping the sword out of his hand. I see that shit, bro. Sakamoto Days might have to get put down, bro. Sakamoto Days might have to get put down. Heisuke snipes the sword out of his hand. Nah, that shit might have to get put down, bro. Dead ass. Like, no bullshit. No bullshit. That's crazy.
Bro, that's like
no.
Bro,
no
that would be
bullshit,
like,
bro.
That'd be like
that's genuinely insane.
Bro, that'd be like if Mai came back and sniped like Sukuna's curse tool out of his hand. Fuck.
Dude, like, imagine if like Mei's bird strike landed and Sukuna was like actually almost dead from that. Like, oh fuck, you got me. Nah, man. Oh hell nah.
Bro, it's like, imagine Shikamaru holding back Madara after he gets a Rinnegan.
Shadow paralysis jutsu on Kaguya. Oh, okay, bro. Sure.
All right, Ten Tails, that's enough. Bro. I'm gonna fucking cry.
Is Takamura's memory being paraded around like this make his immense presence seem lesser in hindsight? I feel real Takamura or fading in memory. I mean, I don't think it does in rereading it, but in trying to remember it, it's kind of like, oh.
They would have to go back and be like, nah, bro, Uzuki only like knows the image of Takamura, A
And
real
even
like
the
yeah,
thing is, I can't
because
buy
then he
that. He
kills.
killed
Yeah,
him,
then he kills him. Then you could say, oh well, maybe Prime Takamura, maybe like the off guard old
bro.
guyness of it.
Hey, bro, that old guy was whooping 3
I'm
supreme
trying,
order
man. I'm
level.
fucking trying.
Bro, this I saw this nigga reattach his arm because his cuts were so clean. He sharpened his sword on bullets. It's like, all right, bro. Um, fuck. That is funny, bro.
BR, are you
Um,
willing to make a video discussing the problem with Sakamoto Days? Is it not obvious enough? Like,
I don't know. I might in the future. I don't know. Maybe when the anime comes back.
bro,
Um,
I say let this ride out. See if Heisuke locks in.
nah, bro. Genuinely, I'm like, bro. Imagine if like
Boom!
Ino
All right,
unleashed for
Takamura.
you
Enough.
enough. Yeah, you're done.
Fuck, bro. I think so.
It's over.
Bro, if Azuki asks Takamura, like, let's say Heisuke gets like a gun in his hands, right? He's like, he hits it with one of those turns. Fucking zooms in on his eye. Hey, bro, are you scared of a gun? As Takamura? Hang it up. Hang up the jersey. Matter of fact,
Let's,
bro, give me the sword. I might have a better
let's
shot.
see. Huh. He's gonna make the parrot pull the trigger since it's got no bloodlust. Hold on. Let me see. Shit. I thought starting a nationwide purge was maybe crazy. Shit can be crazy in concept. I'm telling you this right now, and you can run back the tape, right? It's not me switching up because of current events, right? That shit had no aura from the jump. Everybody in Japan has 3 bullets. Nigga, that just sounds like fucking Texas. Like, I'm not moved. I'm not scared. I'm not. Nigga, bullets aren't even that serious as Sakamoto Days, bro.
They're not.
Oh, he's aiming a gun at me. Dodge. Weave.
Parry.
Who? I'm gonna break it down again seriously because I've been joking for a little bit, right? So let me get into my serious explanation bag, right? There's only a couple of categories in which it could have worked for me personally, right? One, it has to be like actually imposing and scary, at least in concept, right? Take for example, and I have a lot of criticisms of like the way it ended up, right? But take for example, Kenjaku releasing all of those fucking cursed spirits and being like, yeah, the Culling Games. Imagine 1,000 rampaging Yujis running around, right? Hey man, that actually sounds kind of scary. Gojo's boxed up. Yuta's in Africa, fucking, getting it with Miguel. Yuki's a loser. I didn't know that at the time, so let me be fair.
Give yourself some fucking
Kenjaku's
bail,
just,
man.
Kenjaku's just running around.
Kenjaku, he's like the second strongest guy in the verse. Man.
Don't spoil. No. Listen. Right. At least in concept, frightening. And then you have Yuta being like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill Yuji." All right, nigga. Just on stakes alone, I'm excited. Right. This fails on that level. 3 bullets, handguns, normal civilians. Nobody that I give a fuck about was hurt. Right. Womp womp. Right. So then you have like the narrative and like character aspect. What does this say about Oki? I've seen Oki talk all of 5 minutes, and I know that nigga's a. We need assassinations in society. Like, I want to keep my job. Are you not rich, bro? Have you not made enough money to just retire? Because you don't give off bloodlust, like uncontrollable thirst for violence.
Cornball
It's like you
really.
like.
That's the only fucking. That's the only accurate
And
fucking explanation.
with the advent of social media, assassins are no. Holy fuck, dude! What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Gaku blocks like 4 assault rifles early in the series. Bro, you know what's funny? Like, they're.
They've parried bullets in Sakamoto Days. I dead ass saw Takamura sharpen a sword with them, bro. No.
Well, okay, bro, fucking Izuki's like gripe is the way assassins are treated like janitors for the regular world, right?
Uh-huh.
The way it's presented in Sakamoto Days is like this is just a profession you can get into if you're good enough. Like they go to school for this. Like, oh shit,
Bro, Mozana, you asked me if they parried bullets. Nigga, look at this, bro. Look at
holy
this shit.
shit,
I'm supposed to take, by the way, that's 2/3 of a Japanese citizen's fucking ammo
bro. Fat Sakamoto, out of shape.
in an eating utensil. This is in the anime too, so you know it's early.
Oh fuck, man.
Asking me if they fucking parried bullets, bro. Bro, I saw Sakamoto spit out a gumball in block a bullet. What the fuck are you? That happened in the first.
So, shit, bro. I don't even. Let's see how Hisuke clutches this. Now he's
Like,
got that.
3 bullets.
That's more than 2.
And here's the thing, bro. And here's the thing. It's not even genuinely. We've already established that the main cast is so far above not just regular humans, right? But even regular to mid-level assassins. You would have to say, hey, bro, I took some DNA from Sakamoto. There's 20 of him in their prime, no morals running around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe I'm scared.
All armed.
Right?
Yeah.
That sounds scary as fuck. You powered up Shin. You brought back Kendaka. Shishiba's on our side. Osaragi's on our side. Nagumo's on our side. Sakamoto, has the fear of God put into him. But honestly, everyone else around him is so strong. Hey, bro, we just want you back so you feel better about yourself. We don't actually need you right now. We're actually good. We're fine. This isn't like a Dragon Ball Z, just wait till Goku gets here moment. Sakamoto does not have to be the one to help Shin here.
Oh, fuck.
Kendaka can just, let me tie on my super speed shoes and grab him and go.
Yep. It's also fucking hilarious. I don't know, man. At this point, I feel like the shark has been jumped, cut, slobbered on. Like, we're literally in an aquarium. Like, this shit writes itself. Yeah, I don't know, 5 out of 10. Like, Shriek's still going strong. I want to see how. What do you think the last panel is? You think it's fucking look into the future? You think it's a feint? You think it's like his ear or something?
He didn't kill Shin, so it's probably just the thing I said is that he might have done some like weird shit as like he cut him off before he could get it out, and he's like, oh fuck, I couldn't say freeze. That was close. My bloodlust almost leaked out fully or some shit like that. I don't think it's going to be anything of like severe physical consequence, at least to Shin.
Yeah. What about you?
6 out of 10. Shin upscale.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No. Because like.
Don't,
no.
bro.
I'm not.
Don't do it.
I'm weighing whether or not I liked Shin's performance enough. The problem isn't how good Shin was. The problem is how ass Izuki is. Like, it's still fucking killing me. This is the like end game antagonist, bro. Holy shit. Fuck. Dude, this is like if I saw you piece up prime Mike Tyson.
That's just accurate.
Yeah, bro, let me get old Mike Tyson on the phone. He'd love to hear that. I think he'd agree with you.
Shit, bro. Call him up.
Damn, I don't have his number anymore.
Yeah.
Got blocked.
For what?
Called too many times to ask him how he was doing.
I'm an animal. I just wanna fight and kill and murder. Like, yeah, bro. What other answer did he? Mike fucking Tyson.
Man, that's crazy. Sure, knitting. You don't want to give knitting a second shot? No.
Oh fuck, bro.
Oh fuck.
Asaki has hired the greatest assassins from around the world to kill Sakamoto and anyone else. And they're all prime Sakamoto level. Here's the thing. You wouldn't have to just pull that out of your ass. You'd have to pull that out of your colon, right? That just isn't feasible, bro. It can't. Takamura being stronger than the greatest assassin alive is one thing, right? Cool. Kind of like a Sukuna stronger than the strongest. Okay. You're not going to tell me assassins from around the world are just. These aren't grown men. These aren't people that existed during his era, right? Because the entire premise then that just means Sakamoto was kind of a dork. He was just kind of a guy, which I've already had somewhat contention with when we see him in backstory and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, are you struggling against an unnamed regular dude? That's not Nagumo. That's not Takamura. That's just a guy, bro.
It's a regular
guy
civilian.
with a chain gimmick. But okay, I'll let that slide. He's holding back. Whatever, right? What the fuck? I just can't. Yeah, no.
Oh shit, dude.
That's so funny, dude. Hansel was really banging on giving a 3. I don't think I could. I don't think you're going to get a 3 out of 10. In a Sakamoto Days chapter.
Yeah.
I'd have to read some real abysmal shit.
I mean, the closest I could think to a chapter we've read before that's been a 3 is like you mentioned the JJK one where Kenjaku's talking about fart jokes or something.
Dude, I'll be so dead ass with you. Listen, let me tell you some contenders for like my least favorite JJK chapters, right? One is the climax to Hakuba versus Kenjaku. That might be one of the worst things I've ever seen put to paper. And here's the thing, I get it. I can understand the appeal, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's an entire chapter full of inside jokes that I'm not on the inside of. Cut that shit. I'm good. Gege isn't that funny to begin with to me. And now we're layering it with insular, like Japanese, maybe understood humor, right? That was never going to fly. That was never going to get me going, right? Another one, albeit for an entirely different reason. Yeah, bro, that was close. I had to use anti-gravity to stop myself from getting turned into a fucking speck by that black hole through using myself as a domain. Whoa. Speaking of using yourself as a domain, that recap chapter, bro, where they're like, man, isn't it so crazy? Huh, fuck, you almost died. You should have let me do this. Also, why the fuck didn't, your technique work after using your domain? Kenjaku doesn't fall over after technique burnout. I guess he just must have used some semblance of barrier techniques.
Bro, it's so fucking stupid. The Yuki one, the Kenjaku one. I'm trying to think if I have one. A contender for me, bit of an underrated.
Go ahead.
A contender for me has got to be Sukuna using a different part of his brain to use a domain.
That shit at least had cool art, right? You want to know one that is
fuck that killed me.
And I say objectively loosely, right? But that I still don't understand on a fundamental level.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, go back to JJK chapter 210. That might be the least coherent chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Which one is that again?
210. Angel. It's when Angel has the fucking, like, comes down to the soldier, you know, descends from the heavens.
Oh!
That shit
fucking this shit made no
sucked.
sense.
210 was such a weird, bad chapter, bro.
That's how you, like, found out that, Angel really fuck with Megami, right? For the first time?
Knew about Megami.
Yeah.
Bro. That's where you get the line. Huh. Ever since I rejoined you, I've been afraid of replacing her with Kugasaki. You've known her for 3 days, bro.
Oh my god.
What? I like, for a lot of chapters that I don't like, right? I understand the point of that. And Damon, it's not like full Takuma versus Kajakuvi. I just don't like that last chapter, right? It is not that I don't get it. I understand it. I just don't like it, right? I understand the point of, like, Yuki losing. You have to keep Kenjaku alive. Sure, whatever, right? I understand the point. I don't get why he wrote this the way he did.
You know, you and I have had multiple discussions about when we felt JJK jumped the shark, or like a fucking low point, or when we saw the writing on the wall, whatever you want to phrase it, right? I still maintain, and I want to get this on the record, right? For me, the moment I knew I was never getting another arc like Shibuya out of Gege ever again was fuck. Jesus Christ, I short-term memory. I told you about it, right? What was it? Jesus, how did I forget?
I don't know if it didn't have to do with Yuki. I'm not quite sure. When Gojo died, right?
No. It was something very stupid. It was like, oh, I remember. Yeah. So when I realized that JJK had, like, that moment, let me set it up. Was when Kenjaku revealed there was no game master the entire Culling games. That was the moment, bro. That was the moment when I realized Gege was done giving me Shibuya levels of entertainment. Like, maybe Gojo versus Sukuna, he touched on it again. Maybe that little bit at the end with Yuji and Sukuna. But those are maybes. Holy fuck. I think for the longest time, the Culling games, the Game Master, the fucking merger, all of these, like, different, like, aspects to the danger of the Culling games, the stakes that were pitched, it was only when Kenjaku just got on there, used the glitch, whatever the fuck that is, to just make up a new rule, and then to only reveal he wasn't the Game Master the entire time, fucking fried me. I think about that moment a lot. Like, I don't think about JJK a lot anymore, but whenever I do, I find myself coming back to that moment, because a lot of the theories, if you go back to those episodes, were us, like, kind of working around these things being, like, active, you know, Chekhov's guns, right? Like, oh man, how's Gege gonna get around this, or this? Who the Game Master was like a line for, like, a second traitor storyline, maybe. Or maybe, like, some way that Kenjaku had to get creative. There was no Game Master. That is still one of the worst moments of the series for me. You?
There are a lot, bro. There are a lot of, like,
I know you didn't have any stock in the merger to begin with, but, like, it was at least,
there are
like,
so
part of
many-
the overall thing.
Sure. Couldn't. Not my issue. I have a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
We could do an episode on how Gege flipped and turned my life upside down, bro. This motherfucker hurt me in ways an author of a story I'm reading shouldn't actually be capable of, bro.
Mm.
Someone mentioned the time skip directly into the fight. I actually
I
felt my chest
remember
get
that.
hot, bro.
Holy fuck. I think I repressed that. Dude, the week to week, we were in denial. I remember that shit. I remember, no, it's coming back. No, it's coming back to me. Holy fuck, dude. One of the things we said in the episode that chapter dropped was, oh, we're gonna see flashbacks, we're gonna see cuts back, we're gonna see.
And we did not the kind of shit I was talking about.
Oh, we might have seen 4 pages.
Yeah.
In like 80 chapters. Holy shit.
Fuck. There's a lot, bro. There's a lot. You want to know one that's underrated too, right?
JJK got anti-nostalgia.
When the military pulled up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh fuck, we're gonna see some like anti-spec ops jujutsu sorcery shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just like, oh no, they handled it. I was like, it felt a little weird, a little anticlimactic. There are a lot of those moments, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are a lot of those moments, not where the series in totality necessarily jumped the shark, but moments in which I've had to learn to love, learn to appreciate, learn to coexist with, right? Some of these things kind of hit me in the chest a little bit, bro.
Damn.
Nobara woke up 30 minutes before she fucking stabs Sukuna, bro. That one doesn't even make me mad. It's so fucking funny, dude.
Oh my god, I forgot about the timeline. Holy shit.
Because what's crazy, right? If they get killed a little bit earlier, or Gojo and Sukuna's fight runs a little short, she just misses the party. She just wakes up, hey guys, what the fuck happened?
Bro, and you have to account for travel. Like, half the city's gone. How'd you get there? Fuck, man.
Running, I put so many sauce into your Yuji and making me inside Sukuna's fight, nearly went to generous that. And I'm sorry, bro. I put everything I had in more into that too. Dude. And bro, I always bring this up because it's such a dear like power scaling memory to me, right? Mm-hmm. You were sitting here telling me Kenjaku's gonna 1v4 Yuta, Maki, Hikari, and Kashimo, bro. He had that. That was big Jaku.
Yeah. Bro, he just got out of a black hole. Like, it wasn't even that crazy. That's the worst part. Like
it was, bro. Because that would mean you think he can beat Yuta. Okay, cool. You think he can beat Maki. Okay, cool. You think he can beat both of them? That's a little much, but sure. Hikari.
Oh shit, dude.
Kashimo. He didn't do anything that impressive, bro. He actually just got punched on by Yuki and like kind of almost died to her and Josa.
In his defense,
he has an open domain.
In his defense, for some reason, he did lose to a guy with actual reality warping, bro. Like
he didn't. That's not what happened. He lost to Yuta Akotsu, cutting that nigga's neck off. Anti-gravity. Ching.
Oh my god, bro. How did Toto never talk about Yuki? Oh my god, I forgot.
They weren't that close, gang. It was just a little, just a mentor-student relationship. Yeah, whatever.
She only basically raised him. Type shit, like basically a stranger. Oh fuck.
Literally. Y'all had Kenjaku in the same tier as Megana. Y'all. Dude, we talked about 15. This one isn't even like looking back on it. We talked about 15 Finger Sukuna versus Yuta, bro.
We did. That video's still up. That was a clip we did. It's still on our videos. We talk about could Yuta beat a weakened Sukuna.
The thing that's crazy about that, Sukuna, there's no difference in fighting Yuta than like Gakuganji.
There
It's the
is.
same.
It's the
It's the
same.
same thing, bro. When he speed blitzed in one shot Ishigori with cleave, I was like, no, that's not good, bro. That like holding back or not, that nigga pushed you to high diff. I don't like that, bro. That's not that is a bold yeah.
Bro, holy fuck. The only difference Sukuna made was like lean in his chair a little bit to like kill Ishigori.
Yeah. Dude, this is one of those minor pet peeves, right?
Hmm?
Black flashes, if they're not landed by Yuji, are so
They're just punches.
bro. And so brought up fucking LaRue getting hit by a black from Sukuna. They walked it off. They used their technique afterwards.
Remember when Gege said if Jogo took as many black flashes as Hanami, he would be fucking dead?
Instantly die. He would instantly die.
I, like exchange event Yuji and Toto, by the way. Like that's the strongest disaster curse, man.
Maki,
Oh,
right?
fuck.
Maki can take a black flash or two. That's cool. I fuck with that, right? LaRue, you walk that off, gang.
Yeah, bro, just a punch. Ugh.
Bro, it's the funniest thing. And this is like more of an art complaint I had. I was like, I feel like black flashes is your double spreads every single time, bro. Low key. Gojo landing that shit and Sukuna's body remaining intact. Like, yo, bro, y'all are relative. That is an exponential multiplier.
The worst part was
Not,
him activating Maharaga while unconscious.
hey, bro, let me give chat, let me frame this for you, right? Not 2.5 times, right? Think about it like this. You know when Gohan fights Cell and he transforms to Super Saiyan 2? The difference between Super Saiyan 1 and 2 is a 2 times multiplier, right? You know how dirty he was doing that nigga at post transformation? Okay, cool, crazy, right? That's just what 2 times does. Exponential. It is exponentially. KG should have never said that shit, bro. Did Miguel even take damage from him? No. I don't think Miguel got hit once. bro, you know, and this is me being nitpicky because this is like shit like you care about if you're like kind of like more in the weeds of like scaling and all that stuff, right? One of the funniest things that could have ever been said and then directly shown after, right, was the Kusakabe chapter and Nanami being like, I don't know anyone that can survive this flurry. I just know someone who doesn't have to. Meaning, hey, bro, if Gojo had Infinity down, it might get spooky for him, right? And you're like, oh, fuck, this got to be crazy. That was cool as shit. Those were flesh wounds, bro.
Holy fuck, man.
Miguel danced for 3 seconds and left. Niggas talking to me as if Miguel pulling up was like this cool foreshadowed, like bringing back of the past. Ooh, y'all niggas make me so mad. And y'all made me so mad. And dude, because niggas were really gaslighting me and like, no, bro, this is actually so cool for Gege to tie it all together because it's like the anniversary of Geto's blah, blah, blah. Then nigga hit a little jig and fucking dipped, man. Hell nah.
Bro, hit him.
Oh shit, dude. That is so fucking fun. I will never forget when I saw this nigga Sukuna do this, bro. What?
It's up for you, Sukuna. Fuck that.
It is. Hey, bro. Why did I learn that chanting and signing can amplify your curse techniques 200 chapters into the story when the like that aspect of the power system debuted?
Remember?
Gojo Deadass, Gege Deadass said, hey, bro, saying a bunch of shit and signing makes it stronger. Gojo, do it now. okay. No one ever found any use for that ever? Like, there was no point in the story that we've seen in which someone would have benefited
Not a single
from,
one.
like Kamo in Goodwill couldn't have taken a step back as a sniper, chanted for his curse technique, and sniped an Hanami. That could have never happened.
Or the Inumaki clan did not have a monopoly on speech. They actually could have said some shit.
Veils kind of did it. Fails didn't kind of do shit. That's like an entirely different aspect of the. It's like saying that, you know, someone saying domain expansion and signing means that. It doesn't necessarily mean that. They're just
Dude.
two different applications of sorcery.
Bro, you remember when LaRue seduced Sukuna for like 3 seconds? That shit is frying me a little bit. Like, yo,
But they say blacker than black for berries. It was foreshadowed, man. Don't piss me. Like, bro, come on.
Bro,
You can't, because here's the thing. No one ever casts it without it, I don't think. Right? And so it's like, what do you mean that means it implies and amplifies it? Nigga, we don't even know if you can do that without it. That might just be a necessary aspect.
Am I crazy, or is a LaRue Gojo Urahime? No, what's her name?
What do you think? What are you thinking of?
Utame? The one who dances? Yeah, Urahime.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a 3-way, like, trap Sukuna, hit him with a 200% hollow purple, and call it a fucking day.
Dude, Shoso being like, oh, I forgot to mention his domain is open. He might be like,
bro,
Sukuna.
He had 1 month. He had 1 month. He had 1 month. He had 1 month. Say it with me, chat. He had 1 month. He had so many opportunities to share that information. He didn't make a fucking sound.
Listen, here's the thing. Some people bring up like domains, not knowing. I'm cool for the most part for some characters, right? And maybe it's personal bias. I know some people probably care pretty heavily about Uro and Ishigori's. All Ishigori's did is just make Granite Blast sure hit all this. I mean, there's no way it was. Ishigori is not the type of nigga to have a complex domain. It would literally just be Granite Blast. They automatically hit you. Scary as fuck for most characters, right? Uro's might have been interesting. Hanami's, you know, whatever, cool. Yuki didn't open hers. She didn't try.
She didn't even bother.
And I know why. Fuck. Strategy, Tengen, blah, blah, blah. They miscalculated. I don't mind on that. It's just so funny. Christopher Lynn, no, I get that he'd probably never talk to Gojo, right? That's fine. And I don't know if it necessarily would have changed all that much. It's just funny to not say something. Because even if you don't say something to him, why does Yuta not know that the person he wants to go sneak has an open barrier domain? Hey, bro, even if you don't think that's you don't know Sukuna has it, you don't think that's relevant. Okay, to Gojo, sure.
Bro, you don't even know you didn't want to say that exists as a concept.
Yeah, you just like, oh, what the fuck are you talking? You didn't tell anybody. No one should have known.
Yeah, what kills me too is like it would have made a difference to Gojo. Like, because Gojo was having to figure that shit out on the fly. Like, that's the part that fries me. Is like, all the shit Gojo was doing in the moment, he could have, like, prepped somewhat. I don't know, man.
I mean, maybe not, right? Maybe he would have had to experience it. I'm not even saying it is just funny as a character, like, for Choso to not say, even if it would have had no impact in the end, it's funny to withhold that information if you're Choso. To be fair, if Jujutsu is about subtraction, then using a full chat makes sense. Let me ask you something. When do we hear that Jujutsu is about subtraction? Like, when is that sentiment said? Because I remember one, and it's like around the 230s. Or maybe like the Gojo versus Sukuna fight. I don't remember an earlier point in the story.
LMAO Sukuna in 5.
And listen. I knew Sukuna had that. Obviously, Sukuna had that, right? Been a believer since day one type shit. I'm not mad about that. Yuji didn't say anything either. That nigga was actually in Sukuna's body.
That's so funny, sound, bro.
Hey,
not a.
Makes him off my chest, bro. Hey, gay. Why Yorozu? Why did she get a better, more extensive outing than Kashimo? I'm just curious. I just want to know the reason. I'm not mad. Like I don't want to. I just want to talk. I'm just genuinely curious.
Bro. God, bro. JJK, you gotta be. Yeah, whoever said anti nostalgia really fucking hit the nail on the head. Because, like, the series gets so much fucking funnier when you think about it in retrospect. Like, all hindsight does with JJK is make you realize you were just, at least for me, gaslighting yourself for like 100 chapters. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it was like right after Shibuya or like right as the calling game started, but holy fuck, bro. Denial is a river in Egypt. Like, that
Bro,
fried me.
I,
We have the tapes, man. We have the, you know what I'm talking about? There is.
I was talking about this to someone before a few days ago, right?
Hmm?
One of the only saving graces for me of like not genuinely melting down was knowing that Hikari's whole last fight was off screen. Truly and honestly and genuinely, right? If I hated Hikari less and he got done less dirty, I might have blown my upper half smooth off, instant transmission Kamehameha style, bro. I would have
That's
hit
insane.
myself with a fucking a blunderbuster, bro. A goddamn wrecking ball.
Oh,
A
fuck.
gamma weapon, bro. If I didn't get to relish in the fact that Hikari got stalemated by piercing blood is so fast character, I genuinely.
Didn't even win. He didn't even win.
Arame got speed. Bro. Arame had a Shibuya Yuji reaction to piercing blood. Hikari couldn't get a win. Oh, you don't understand how much that fucking did for me, bro. Holy shit.
Fuck, man. That that was sinister.
Like, I think JJK for me is an 8 out of 10, right? The amount of like positive emotions it elicited,
Mm,
the hype, the gas, all of that stuff, it can't be disregarded because of all these moments, right?
mm.
I wish I could disregard all of these moments.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think you'll understand, bro. JJK, and this is like a little bit of taking the story for what it is and not what it could be, et cetera, living in the moment, greater philosophical discussions,
Mm.
whatever. It's kind of tabling this from a criticism. It's a sidebar, right? JJK in my head might be the coolest thing ever.
Bro,
It might
hypothetical
be
JJK? Oh, yeah.
like not the best, not the deepest, not the greatest, the coolest. I wish I could force y'all to read that too. Like, no Jujutsu no Kaisen, I could write it better than Gege because it being in my head cool does not mean it would be written cool. That's not what I'm saying. Gege, please work with me, bro. Bro, please. Like, I don't change your story. Can you draw me personally a 5-chapter Yuji and Megumi versus Sukuna fight, bro? Please. I'll genuinely never say anything negative about JJK again, bro. All of my other grievances gone. I don't need them anymore, right?
Fuck.
Please, bro, let me have a fucking win. Because here's the thing: a lot of my issues can be kind of, if not fixed, mended a little bit. A lot of my big ones, right? Oh, Yuki's kind of really hyped up to not do much. The anime can help me with that, right? Oh, Kashimo got shafted something devious. The anime can help me with that, right?
Bro, commissioning Gege to do a fucking Jujutsu no Kaisen? Holy shit.
Bro. Listen.
Because, okay, for me, I'm dropping all pretense, bro. I want to get greedy here. I'm like, Gege, please redraw the entire second half. Just everything. I don't. Maybe I'll let you keep the Yuji and Sukuna fight. We gotta
Here's the
take
thing.
two.
No. you don't know the bounds of your greed, because what you're asking him to, without the help of God, build Noah's Ark. That's not fair, right? You can't do that.
He already knows like what we don't want.
No,
You know what I mean?
no. That's unfair, bro. Pick a thing. Everybody's got a struggle. Everybody's got a lot of struggle. Nigga, pick one. Do you want to see Gojo die? You know, go handle that, bro. I don't give a fuck what yours is. Gege, please, genuinely. The anime won't force Megumi to fight Sukuna. That's just not what's happened. That's just not what happens, right? I will never get to see that. His last fight will be against a nigga with Reggie Star.
Maybe have Nobara wake up earlier. I don't fucking know, dude.
No,
it's
no,
so
no.
it's
Don't
such
waste your wish on
it's
that,
such a top down problem. That's the part that fucks with me, right? Is like, okay, let's say you want to remove Takaba, right? You're like, oh no, dude, I want to see Kenjaku run a fair set of ones or whatever the fuck. That affects so much other shit. I actually don't understand how you can only have one, like, bro. What you want is the only thing you could want.
Bro,
Like,
take Murata's desire to redraw the same arc 5 times over,
Yep.
years to perfect it, and give it to Gege. He needs the trial and error.
Oh,
clip.
gotta. Dude, I don't care.
Hold on.
Bro, I'll be the focus group. I'll be the focus group.
Bro. Fuck, what was that Miwa panel at the end of Yuta? Gege.
He just threw that in there.
Nigga, you fell for it. Nigga said, you fell for the hezzy. I fell for the hezzy. I felt bad. I fell on the ground because Gege. What?
He didn't even. Damn, bro. I know I'm gonna say. I know it's gonna sound fucking stupid, but Gege was just making shit up at the end. Like, I remember. I was reading Gojo versus Sukuna with Troop at the time, right? And keep in mind, he's not locked into JJK, right? He just sort of likes it, right? So he was reading that shit without any of the emotional baggage. He was like, I was like, oh, what do you think? And he goes, yeah, man, it just seems like Gege's like making up new rules every fucking chapter. Bro, I'll never fucking forget that. Because he genuinely said it with the most, like, disappointed tone in his voice. I've never seen... Bro, he was like, yeah, he's just making shit up. Like none of this happened before. I don't know how I didn't see it, bro. I was in denial. I was arguing with him. I was like, bro, you're wrong. You don't understand. Or if you look really closely, you can make the argument that X, Y, and Z. No. I was fully off fucking denial.
I mean, what was sad because she was sad is the curtains were really blue, huh, of JJK. Dude.
What was it denial? Was it like anger? What was your like main emotion when you like felt like the week to week of JJK kind of like getting weird?
It didn't even feel at the time like denial. I was sure.
It never does. It never does.
There's no way. Gege wouldn't kill off Megumi. That's the first nigga we see he's the first person you see in the story. He wouldn't. Listen, he's going to do him dirty, but guess what, right? The only way to have a comeback is to be down on your luck for a little bit, right?
That's what we said, yeah. There's no way Gege would do that. Was a catchphrase, bro. In retrospect, if you spin back those episodes, we said that every single week. We said that every single week. There's no way Gege would do that. I remember seeing that announcement that there were only 5 chapters left. Bro, I can count on one hand the amount of times a manga has made me feel real world shock before. That's gotta be up there. That might be a top 2, maybe a top 1. Seeing that 5 chapters and the series is over, the end of the month.
I'll be real, bro. When you hit one of these, and we saw him go into the domain, I knew Megumi wasn't fighting anymore, bro. And that shit, I don't think you understand, right? Because I don't know if I talked about it as much on stream.
Mm-hmm.
That shit crushed me, bro. Like I wasn't just upset. I wasn't just like pissed off. I was like, no, 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 you don't understand. Fuck this guy. No, 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 no. Like we have beef now. Like, and over time, I've calmed down.
I
I've
haven't.
just senses. You know what I mean? It's like it. While it's frustrating, and I sympathize with my past self, right? I've moved beyond the visceral like anger that I had, right? But there was because when I saw that, I was like, no, he's done. Yuji did the open his he popped ult. The
Mm-hmm.
fight is winding down now, and
Dude,
Megami isn't here.
I I remember the call we had when Sukuna took over Megami's body, and the visceral like shock, despair, denial you were going through. 5 chapters left. Every episode on the episode was, yeah, I think this is the opening for Megami to come back. Megami's coming back for sure. Oh yeah, he's coming back. That five
And
chapters announcement, bro. I've never seen the light fade from your eyes so fucking fast. Seeing your one of your closest friends lose hope in real time has got to be like a surreal experience. If you, I don't recommend it, but
and the thing
holy
is,
fuck, bro.
he came back, but for what?
He came back. Fuck. Bro, he came back with 5 minutes on the clock. No, he came back with 5 seconds on the clock. Like, Gege just barely closed the door.
JJK is if
What a rug pull. Wow.
remember Johnny talking about the movie in the server, right? About like,
Mm.
oh, is it even a bad decision, if you're still talking about it? If the metric of good art, of interesting art,
Mhm.
kind of like medium pushing art
Mhm.
is resonating feelings and continuing to discuss and talk about and ruminate over, Gege is a fucking generational talent
Mhm.
because I don't know if I've been rage baited quite so elegantly, quite so effectively, quite so efficiently,
By a guy
and
you've never met. Yeah.
heartbreakingly as I have with Gege Akutami. Like, I truly think
Bro, he made
in the
people.
depths of my soul, bro.
There was a candlelight vigil when Gojo died in like Brazil. They set up a memorial for him, bro. I remember crying like a baby when I saw the fucking leaks. Like, I thought they were photoshopped. I thought they were the guy that always fucking does like fake scans to mess with people on leak days. I thought, man, the last time I felt as strongly about a fictional character death was so long ago that like this now sets the standard for every fictional character I feel for going forward, right? I went through actual real life mourning when Gojo died. That was a collective moment. There has never been a moment on the internet in my in the 6 years or whatever I've done this semi like seriously. I don't know if I've ever been that invested in anything in real time with a community that large. That was a once in a lifetime experience. And on some level, I agree with you. He's a generational talent for getting the rise out of me. But holy fuck, bro! I still had to keep reading after that, and I don't know, and I don't know. I don't even know if that's a win for him or if it's just Stockholm syndrome.
The thing is like, I wanted to keep reading, right? And that's what makes, to me, that's what makes the rage rate so effective. That you're
Mm-hmm.
getting fucked over,
Yeah.
but there's just enough super cool, intriguing shit to where you're like, hey man, he kicked me in the teeth once,
But next time,
but
he's got
but it's
me.
worth it. But it's worth it if he helps me up.
Yep.
And he would inject you with the good shit just
Dude,
frequently enough. Decisions just crazy enough, bro. You to Gojo?
dude.
Huh.
At some point, at some point, JJK became but he made graduation for me. Nah, bro. He made Shibuya. He knows what he's doing. Like, every weird decision, every like odd choice he would fucking include, every time skip, every fucking random like new lore drop with domains or whatever the fuck. I was like, nah, no. He wrote Shibuya. He's he's gonna pay this off. He was just bullshitting. He was just bullshitting. He was just doing shit. Like,
And I
what the
don't even
fuck?
necessarily feel that strongly, right? I think Gege gave me plenty of like
Holy
amazing
fuck.
peaks in between the valleys of despair he created for me, right? Um Post Shibuya, some of my favorite moments in the entire series exist, some of my favorite fights in the entire series exist, right? I love a lot of what Gege has. I I don't know, man. I there's like Gege, you one-eyed fuck. That's what I tweeted when I was forced to see the leak of Megumi, my guy, getting taken over by Sukuna.
Man, what a fucking moment.
You know, hate me or love me, you watched. You know, and I give props to him for that
It's like,
because I fucking watched, I read, I paid attention. I'm gonna love the fuck out of season 3. I'm gonna love the fuck out of season 4. I'm gonna love the fuck out of JJK till it ends. Not only because I've adjusted as well, but I mean he's got some fucking like for every Sukuna uses a different part of his brain. I get some other cool shit, and it's like you sly dog, you fucking got me, bro. And
oh,
I want to be mad, and I am mad to some extent, right? It frustrates me. But there's almost an element to it where it's like
fair game.
I got finessed so badly with such elegance. I'm like, you know what, bro? I want my wallet back, and I do want my money back, but keep it. Like that was magical. I don't know how you did that. I may never know how you did that. And I respect your ability on a technical level, not like this fake acquiescing, like, oh, objectively, no, fuck all that. I personally respect your technical ability to hold the carrot and the stick
And keep
and
choosing the
just
stick.
effectively keep that balance going until I read the end of that series and I felt something for real.
Why did he only use the stick, bro? Why was he such a fucking committed heel? He he didn't have to do it like this. Like, why was bro choosing evil every time? Ugh.
I never said I didn't have any big moves. Fire. For 4 minutes and 11 seconds. This is a funeral for the living. Fire. The triple domain. Fire. Just this once.
I still think
Fire.
about just this once, bro.
I still think, bro, just this once moved me.
Oh god.
Bro, I'm at my best. I don't even like how that was set up, but that shit was fucking special.
Bro, Nah I'd Win was a cultural moment. You see, do you remember how many of those were photoshopped?
Yeah.
That fucking panel, dude. Fuck.
Turns out you were lucky to be born in an era when I wasn't around.
Mm, nasty.
I can't be
That's how losers think. This shit was mind bending, bro. These were some real life fucking lessons. The only other series.
sheer lethality. That's a random nigga.
That's random guy. Blind, by the way.
Dido, more aura.
Yep.
Takamura currently. Thoughts?
Oh, gotta be. Bro was passionate about his work. And what's crazy
I
too, he was blind to curses. The thing they fight.
Nah, bro, he felt it. I can't see them, I can see everything but them.
You were magnificent. Oh my god. Bro, when Yuji told Sukuna he was gonna kill him.
I can kill you at any By the way, the lead up to that chapter was beautiful.
Yep.
Sukuna. Huh. He's like, wait, Brat, are you pitying me?
That you're the only one that's ever forced to roll on me.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, the
Fuck.
way Sukuna was talking to Maki, you would think he was getting fired.
I'm surprised the Sukuna Gojo Sukuna plate didn't talk enough. Has it come up? It had bars, but wanted more. The standard was so high. Yeah, and that's honestly, I mean, honestly more minor. I've become a little bit softer on Gojo versus Sukuna's entire fight as we've kind of stepped away from it. But I will say, I think not the problem with it so much, but it was just like Gege would have had to make Gojo versus Sukuna the best thing he ever made in order for it to live up to the established hype. And I don't fault him for not being able to just pull that rabbit out of that hat. It's an amazing fight, a lot of amazing moments, right? I'm genuinely not mad at it 80% of the time, right? I still think, and maybe this is a little bit, maybe this tips my hand a little bit, right? In terms of like what type of reader I am, what type of shit I like, right?
Hmm?
I still think 224 is one of the best chapters of that fight, bro. And it is just when they actually get to it. That first scrap, the building, them coming out of the rubble, I'm blaming you for all the damage. Oh, that
was
real.
a good intro.
That's real fucking manga, bro. Fuck. And and it's crazy because I was just
Bro, most of it is there's no words. It's just fucking fighting. It's just choreography.
The red from before still hasn't exploded. Dude, I don't think you understand. I might genuinely have a heart attack watching season 3.
Man, season 3 and parts of season 4 are going to be life-changing experiences, man. Especially, dude, that's how losers think might get pinned in my GIF bar on my phone when that gets anime. It just gotta.
Bro, like Gege, like one of the highest forms of praise I can give personally, right, is there were some chapters and some stretches of chapters where it genuinely felt, and granted, JJK has been like the first and only real major manga up to that point that I'd read weekly for long stretches of time, right? So, maybe I just didn't get to experience, the Bleaches, the Narutos, Dragon Balls, One Pieces of the world, or whatever, right? One Piece, whatever. But Gege felt like when he was on Go, right, that he truly mastered the craft of weekly manga making. That like a lot of artists have, like, Toriyama gets glazed for his paneling, Oda gets glazed for his world building undeservedly, right? Horikoshi gets glazed for his art, right? Gege just fucking got how to reel a motherfucker in. Like, bro, it felt like I was on an illegal substance at some points during the manga, bro. Like, Gege, you actually probably would get arrested for mass distribution, bro. A triple domain into Ishigori and Yuta about to have a finger gun into the fucking Justice once. Gege, you're fucking sick.
Disgusting,
You're
man.
fucking
bro,
nasty. You're so fucking bro. You're so fucking sick for that. I love you. Whoa.
Gege had me on the edge of my seat to the point where like every hiatus announcement felt like a piece of my soul was being ripped out. I remember that one he took after Like, it was like 6 weeks or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he took
that
a
one
long one.
that one was rough, man. Fuck.
Yeah. Um, like, bro, I, I, who's better at weekly hooks, Pete Gege or Hokuzono? It's gotta be Pete Gege.
Yeah, no, he
Um,
was he was
like,
moving
here's the
disgusting.
thing, right? I give Hokuzono up to a point the pound for pound chapter difference, right? You have no idea how good Pete Gege was. Oh my god, bro. Can you fucking imagine reading Toji coming into the domain weekly? Are you fucking serious?
The one who left it all behind. Fuck
Are you
you,
fucking
bro.
serious?
JJK set the
No.
JJK set the blueprint for how to write and like set up hype ass fucking moments, dude. Like, it was truly like Gay was just a master at ending chapters, like hands down. Even the ones,
You're just yeah,
even the ones that missed, he always left it on a cliffhanger.
bro. There's like Hokuzono's got an it factor, right? Hokuzono's pen is dipped in gold. Hokuzono's great. You know what I mean? But if we're talking purely on the basis of like Gege at his peak, on the basis of weekly hooks, there might not be a nigga on this earth that's moving like peak Gege, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of unreal. Like, first manga, by the way. And I don't say that even to defend any of his mistakes. Obviously, I was just fucking, just hating 10 minutes ago, right? So y'all know me. Y'all know my body, right?
Mm-hmm.
For, how are you this good at this, bro? You haven't been here before. It's not that you're just a good storyteller. A lot of people are good storytellers, right?
Mm-hmm. But what kills me is the source material. Like, I read the shit that inspired you. They didn't do this.
How'd you do that, bro? Toji into Jogo versus Sukuna into Sukuna versus Mahoraga into Yuji versus Mahito. Sorry. Boogie Woogie is dead. Let me calm down, bro. Let me reel it in. Let me reel it the fuck in before I get upset, bro. Let me reel it in before I get upset because dude, I truly think Gege helped me understand, Hansel, to build off your point, the artistry of hype moments in Aura. Genuinely, no funny shit, no irony. If you've ever seen, for the people that are, that are sports fans, right? And I'll make an analogy for you as well. But if you've ever seen like a sport that you really enjoy be played, and you see a defensive play, you see an offensive play, right? Maybe a crazy fucking pass down the field, right? Into an amazing trap in goal or a direct shot with an off foot, right? Or basketball, and you see a nigga hezzy pull, hezzy pump, and then go up, get the contact and one, right? Just a beautiful, like almost divine example of like how this sport is meant to be played. You will now understand how it felt sometimes to see this nigga KK work, bro. Like genuinely, when he was in his element, it was kind of
Yep.
like
It was
a
a
lot of the times
master at work.
I didn't realize it at the time, but it was like, you're different. You're not normal, bro. How fucking greedy. How fucking greedy.
The
I
way Gege was moving, bro, I like, there were jokes you were like, why is he writing like his house is getting foreclosed? Like there was no reason for him to be locking in that fucking hard, especially because like This is how I know the money changed. This is how I know the money changed him, bro. Like after Shibuya, he went Hollywood. That's gotta be the only explanation. Cause like the way Gege was fucking playing in that first half, he was on a generational run. It's funny how you can tell when someone talks about football and their main exposure to it is Blue Lock. Dude, he was writing like there was a fucking gun to his head. His life was more in danger after the fucking culling game started, and I don't even I couldn't tell you what the fuck happened.
Maki killing the Zenin clan, bro. Huh, what the fuck? Into the Naoya fight. Don't you have a heart?
No, it
No.
was taken from me. Bro, flowers, 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 flowers. Give him his flowers. Fuck. Fuck.
And so what the frustration truly is at its core, right? Is wanting to feel that for more of his shit, more of his ideas, right? I think that's truly where it lies. It's like if I'm watching Da Vinci paint, watching Picasso paint, right? Every single fucking day. And he just decides to put down the brush. I'm good. I want to go wrestle. I just don't want to paint anymore, right? Or if I do, let me switch to my offhand, my non-dominant hand, right? I'm gonna just try shit. Hey, bro, you can't take this from me. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever gotten to experience consistently. Pick it up. Seriously, bro.
Nah. Why?
And the thing is, the thing that fucked me up personally, right? I know for you, he would pick it up every once in a while. And I would get to watch him paint again. And I would feel that rush. And then he'd put it down. And then he'd pick it back up. And every single time I just thought, wow. When he's in his element, he's a master at work. I wish I knew I was in the good old days when reading JJK.
I think
Sleeping Danger, I almost think you're a human now. Not gonna lie.
the worst part was I don't know about you, man. One of the worst parts of revisiting JJK for me is all the associations that I have with it
Mhm.
personally and shit. Like not just with content, but this pod, everything. Like I'll remember certain chapters based off of like where we were at, what episode, what like it's just like this weird time capsule in my life. And
Mhm.
at the same time, holy fuck, bro, I would change half of it. Oh fuck, man. I truly truly one of the most influential series of all time for me. Probably a top 3 for you. 265 in the second half of 271 are a masterclass in writing, they make the lows hurt even more. God, bro, if that doesn't just sum up like calling games, Jesus. Oh yeah, bro. Sukuna, I, I just so there was so much good and so much bad. There was, I'd like to think there was more good than bad by the end, but I, I just wish it was all great. Fuck.
I think Gojo versus Sukuna was airing while season 2 was.
It was. It was. That it was. Man, that's the launch of After Dark, too, with season 2.
Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't understand, right? Y'all aren't. Mappa will pay for their crimes against humanity, for mistreating those beautiful souls who made that art. Because every beat that needed to be hit was hit.
Right on the right, like bullseye.
Episode 3, 4, 5, peak, no questions. 6, Yuji, or not Yuji, Maito versus like Mekamaru or whatever. Maybe that was episode 7, right? Fucking hit. Gojo versus the Disaster Curses, a hit. The 2.2 domain,
Yeah, I don't think there
hit.
were any misses.
Choso versus Yuji was a fucking
cinema.
hit.
That shit was
a
beautiful.
fucking hit.
Bro, Choso versus
Y'all niggas
Yuji.
don't
Sukuna versus Jogo
Toji
versus
pulling up in
Maharaga.
the fucking
Oh, fuck.
Jogo and Sukuna. Here's the thing. Sukuna versus Jogo, even in my head, gets overshadowed because of how fucking balls to the wall crazy Sukuna versus Maharaga is. That shit. Episode 17, Thunderclap Part 2. The movie bars came up, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dude. Fuck. Like,
Then here's the thing, bro. We were robbed. That Blu-ray.
bro,
I'll kill someone about that, bro.
dude, if in 30 years an animator is like, yeah, bro, that Sukuna versus Maharaga Blu-ray fight altered my brain chemistry, made me want to fucking be the best animator in the world, I'd be like, yeah, makes sense. Shit, bro, like that's perfectly inspirational. Surprised there aren't more of you.
Yuji. Maito landing that black flash on him. I really am. I truly am. A curse.
Yo, yeah, bro. The anime, I'll fucking stand by all of that gas. I remember watching Sukuna versus Maharaga. Bro, I think I was like, time was slowed down that day. I had to like wait for the fucking pod. I was like itching and clawing to fucking get in there. That was a fucking moment.
This nigga pump fake to dismantle, bro. He pump fake to dismantle? Nigga, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Yes. Sukuna taught Makora, a divine being, how to lie. Dude, the storyboard notes there, I was like, you're so...
I'll be right back.
Yeah, do your thing, bro. Chat, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If season 3 gets that kind of treatment, you know what I mean? I truly and honestly don't even know what to do. Funny thing is, I was overwhelmed by Sukuna versus Makora at first, not gonna lie. Like I did not know what's happening. Shit, me neither. But guess what? I was overwhelmed and I was like, no. I still understand this is peak intrinsically. I need it. You can see it, Maharaga. You can see my curse technique. Yeah. Isn't it supposed to drop this year? I don't know. I don't know. I I I don't know, man. The way the animators talk about it too, like they achieved 0.8% of their vision. Yeah, and that's super. Imagine to have to grapple with that. Um, but I mean, as an audience member, part of my greed says, "Oh, you want to get that too." But I'm truly like, man, I don't even know if y'all. Like, I believe you, but fuck, what else could y'all have done? Um, I, you know, Giga did his fucking thing, man. Let me read these super chats while Creams is gone. Let's see here. Hosty, thank you for the two. Creams, I still have one free insult. Nice, nice. Go and double that for me. Brixton, thank you for 11 months. Been a minute since I caught a live one Kagurabachi chapter yet. No, that was not true then, and it is still not true now. We've been JJK reminiscing. Darian, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Can we take a moment of silence to appreciate our queen Megan the Stallion and her cosplays? Plus, we need green Yuri red for Pride Month, please, please, please. Well, we might do a, one. Hey, you're real as fuck for that mega appreciation, yes, sir. I was locked, tapped in. As for that
So was I.
recommendation, you're so freaked out, bro.
Just really good timing, honestly.
Yeah. Crimson, thank you for the 5. Y'all didn't have to spoil the Kagurabachi chapter. My bad, gang. Michael Kingsman, thank you for the 5. It's going to bother me for a while. We didn't get Yuji's domain name. And personally, I know people. Me, I would never know the domain of any other character's ability. I would never know the name of any other character's domain. If I could get some other shit in exchange, bro. Like on some binding vow timing. Fuck knowing what Malevolent Shrine's called. Fuck knowing what Infinite Void called, bro. Give me something else. But I feel you.
I don't know.
What's the action?
I'd be more hung up about the description or the specifics of the domain if it didn't feel so transparent. Because I think okay, Malevolent Shrine, right? You don't really get a lot of information from knowing the name.
Yeah, and I mean, Yuji's domain just does what Sukun is. You know what I mean? It's just dismantle and cleave. SWO, thank you for being up for 16 months. Killing Games had so much potential and could have been longer. So people have for the anime adding stuff. Anime's gonna add cool fight stuff, maybe some Jujutsu strolls, but it's not going to add story beats.
Like, I don't think it's like revolutionizing or fucking upending the story.
Yeah. Darren, thank you for the 2. Why was Gege low-key edging us? Finish. That's a question for Gege, I guess. And Gokam04, thank you, remember, for 3 months. Just want to say that Yuji versus Choso is one of the best executed fight scenes in the anime. Fight choreography, the setting, the fucking music, cinema.
Yeah. I agree. Like, right opinion.
Yeah.
And I still think about the animated Choso Yuji fight. That shit was harmony. Man, that was a full hour, I think, of JJK talk in the modern era, man. Didn't think we still had it in us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You seem a little strung out or a little sad of that conversation.
No, it's not necessarily sad. It's just, I don't know. It's just,
you seem wistful, I think is the word. Right? I think it's an accurate word.
I'd say wistful is pretty descriptive, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, JJK at the bare minimum, very important, moving, integral series.
Who could have guessed,
Who could have guessed? Fuck if I know how we got here, but segue stylist. What was my line? Okay. She's gonna go fuck myself. So Kagurabachi time.
Bro, she does that to me too. We gotta find a new one, bro. She spat at me once
Yeah, but that was
for
probably
free.
justified. I think you, but aren't you like known for like harassment in the workplace?
No, that's true.
Like, weren't you like? I actually caught you one time catcalling her. I thought it was a little weird.
No, I never did. I'd never do that to her. You maybe, but not her.
I don't like the way you said that either, bro. I'd never do that to her. Yeah, you put the emphasis on that. You didn't maybe. I'd never. Yeah, bro. The intonation was wrong on that one. Not fucking with you.
All right, bro.
But yeah, I guess we can get into we'll get quick because I think we have a little bit less to talk about for that chapter. And then we can
Kagurabachi, you said?
We can talk about Blue Lock first, and then we can get into KB. Because Blue Lock was a nice calm little chapter. You know what I mean? Isagi at home, enjoying the fruits of his labor.
Loving parents,
Two loving parents, by the way. I will say something that made me actually like chuckle to myself. His dad being like fucking mocking him.
Yeah.
Thanks for that shit. Yeah. My ultimate clown. Like, yeah, bro.
Bro, I saw you taking that shit seriously. Like, bro, don't say that to your son. Yeah, bro. Yeah. He might actually be fucking schizophrenic. Like, because he's talking like he didn't say that. Bro, that's a direct quote. His dad actually took no artistic liberty. A small cute detail I appreciated was Isagi's hoodie saying "not genius" on it. I thought that shit was cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Did you see the complaints about the translation in this chapter? A lot of it felt stiff.
I don't know.
I don't remember it feeling particularly stiff to me. I don't know. It looked. Maybe I need to reread it or something, but it seemed fine to me.
I've noticed, like, with Blue Lock, the main thing people point to when they say the translations are a bit off is like the curses are a little wonky.
Yeah, because the official release I think tones it down a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, Ego sending him a little care package. You know what I mean? Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what that what everybody's individual sort of like training arc and discoveries are supposed to be. We kind of got the main four quartet all seemingly getting shit. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
It was cute that Isagi kind of like recognized Ego as his coach officially and sponsor. I thought that was really interesting. It just shows like kind of the belief is cyclical. Because you see Ego harvesting and cultivating talents in Blue Lock, or that's what we've been seeing for 300 fucking chapters. So it is very interesting whenever a Blue Lock player talks about Ego, because you'll notice it's like pretty rare that they do. It's always kind of like they always just kind of talk about Ego in the sense of like their circumstance, not necessarily his philosophy or like what he wants.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm curious if they would develop the connection between Ego and the players now that there's like a proper team, and like what that
it would be interesting. A lot of different ways this can go. 45 days until the U20 World Cup. I am extremely excited. I feel an Ego flashback coming. I'd be down. That's just gonna feed families for sure. Yeah. Prince Manic thing. Remember for 5 months. Mysteries. Mr. Creamsy, sir, can you read the Avatar novels, please? I need your take on them.
Sure. What? Lord of Mysteries? Is that a manga?
Merchant's agreed to reading something he doesn't know about.
I meant the Avatar books.
I don't know. Lord of Mysteries. It's a novel series, apparently. Or I guess it's gonna be an anime. I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway. It's cool that his parents are so supportive. It's really adorable that he thanks them. I think this is just like a nice little look into Isagi's home life. And I am curious what you think of the specific footage Ego sent him to study. like game-changing moments as like the thesis, right? Not necessarily like better goals. If that's like
Mhm.
a like this sort of seems like a hint at what Ego wants Isagi to play like,
Mhm.
or what he thinks Usagi should learn. It's not. I wouldn't say it's like as. I wouldn't say it's like as concrete or as strong as Fukada with Ashito by making him
Mhm.
a defender. But like,
Mhm.
I would say it is very interesting that this might be one of the few times Ego's really like de-emphasized goals and emphasized gameplay, especially with now the number one blue lock player.
Um, yeah, I mean, I just think it's most in line with the way Isagi plays. If he understands, via kind of like like knowing what historically moments can lead up to a game changing moment, then he'll have more like base information to work with going into a game. Um, and so it's like he understands intrinsically what will lead up to that beforehand, maybe without having to adapt after the fact,
Mm.
if that makes sense. Sort of like a know your history so you're not doomed to repeat it.
Like coming prepared instead of like adapting in the moment kind of thing.
Not just vaguely coming prepared, but like particularly for Isagi, those are the just like picking up on what's going on quicker than everyone else, right?
Totally.
In order to do that, you have to have some level of understanding of like what set of circumstances creates those moments of opportunity. And so if you just learn more about the game in general, I imagine that that'll contribute to that sort of like speed of adaptation, picking up on these signs and these like these characters' viewpoints and just the way they interact with the game a little bit more. At least that's how I see it.
That's a fair way to look at it. Yeah, I think it's a pretty straightforward chapter. Otherwise, it's just sort of
Mhm.
a nice little glimpse into Isagi's home life and pretty much groundwork for his relationship with Ego and possibly future playstyle. Overall, solid 8 out of 10 chapter for me.
Hmm. Yeah, pretty much same for me. I'll sign my name after that. Um, this chapter unironically made me start doing this in my rematch games, looking for the plays that create the smell of a goal. Yeah. Y'all are about to stop getting chapter reviews and start just getting honored rematch gameplay on Sundays and Thursdays.
Mm.
Unfortunately, you'll have no choice.
We're gonna have to look at the
Um,
gameplay like we aren't the ones playing. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck was he thinking? And it's me. Yep.
Yeah, dude. NJW, thank you for being a member for 22 months. I wonder what Kaneshiro is cooking for Tokimitsu. I think we'll see him added back to the U20 roster if it is expanded. Going to be a legendary return. God, bro.
I don't know what
Tokimitsu.
I don't know what Tokimitsu had to do to get you to ride like this, but you seem happy.
Not a cool character design. No hype moments in
Not
Aura.
even a cool personality.
Just Tokimitsu.
Not even really that endearing.
No, quite annoying, actually.
Like he's not even charming annoying.
The beta getting extended is a gift from the heavens. Say psych right now. Stay psych right now. I'll hop out the stream right the fuck now.
Have you seen have you been reading Aoshi in the background, by the way? Because the game just
No.
ended.
I mean, I saw the last. I mean, you're caught up, so I can
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Wait, it's
The rematch beta is extended.
how long?
Yeah. I don't know. It says I can. Oh hell yeah!
So
That I'm gonna be putting into the background. Don't mind me.
um
I mean, you're caught up though, right? On Aoshi, because I'll tell you where I'm at, and you just tell me if that's the most recent chapter.
okay.
You are caught up.
Yeah, I stopped at 407.
Okay, I think you
Literally,
might be one chapter ahead of me because it was. Oh shit! There's chapter 408
yeah,
now.
408 dropped today.
Hold on, let me see something. No, all I read is 406. So I saw Aoshi spoilers, Aoshi spoilers, Aoshi
Mhm.
spoilers, Aoshi spoilers, Aoshi spoilers. I saw Ashito's goal.
Yeah.
Um, I'm
So
the reincarnate. What a fucking cool callback to
yeah,
chapter
that
one,
was
bro.
such a cool fucking callback. Not that he's dead though. Oh,
Hmm.
dude, I almost cried when he said, "I am the reincarnation of Fukada." Oh,
That shit was good, bro.
that shit was really
That was
cool.
good.
Yeah, that shit meant something to me, man. Um, it's so funny. This isn't a spoiler for the next chapter. I forgot that
Okay.
this wasn't the last game of the series, bro.
Yes, it is. Is it not?
You remember the context for this game was that the coach wanted them to beat Spain, and if they did, he would like let them practice with like the world
Yeah, but
varsity.
the series is ending, right? Isn't that what the author said?
I might be because like the next
I'm pretty
chapter,
sure the author
yeah,
said this shit's over soon.
okay, because the next chapter was like it it was a callback to that, and
Okay.
I'm just like okay, so you're why mention it if we're not gonna see it type thing. Hey,
Chat.
you'll see, but it's
Someone more in the know, fact check us, please,
yeah,
because I'm pretty sure that this it was like the author said that the series was ending with this game
yeah.
or something to that effect.
I'm just curious.
Do you think Nagi will ever come back after reading this chapter? I kind of want him to. It's very possible. Like I said, I keep saying this. I'll keep saying it. Right? If he comes back, I'm happy. If he doesn't, I'll be all right. You know what I mean? Because that to me is like how good the setup was for it. Shit. Whoa. Feeling that itch, bro.
Hmm.
Damn, nigga, spoilers. What the fuck?
I
No
don't even.
problem, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know how to respond to that one, gang.
He's not being serious, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, very very cool stuff. Really, I think got to be like the best game in the fucking series on Forge. Um,
Probably.
seeing Akotsu or Akutsu see his mom in the stands, bro.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
That meant
Very
something to
very
me.
good game.
Yeah.
Very very good final goal. I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
Yes, sir.
Um. Yes,
Yep.
sir. Indeed.
Probably have more to say like near the series' end. But yeah,
Yeah. A
solid.
nice little.
Yeah. I think solid 9 out of 10 match.
I'd have to rewatch it, but I wouldn't be mad at the rating. Not at all. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Blue Oak chapter, I think I gave it a.
Yeah.
I do kind of
Yeah.
piggybacked on your score.
Yeah.
Uh,
That only leaves one series.
yeah. It
Well,
just leaves Kagurabachi.
Kagurabachi.
Type, type, type. Um. Yeah.
Big, pretty big chapter. Pretty big chapter.
Big
Fuck it.
reveal, big reveal. Yeah.
Uh,
Hey Mikey, you're in here. Rematch. I think that's big bro.
wait.
Just had to let you know.
Let me reconnect. Hold on. I think you're cutting out a bit too much. Okay. Say that again.
I was just basically telling Mikey that the beta is still open.
Okay. Cool.
That's fine. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm literally drawing him as we speak. Dude. How do you say his name? Uruha? Uruha?
Uruha is how I say it personally.
Uruha. I thought he was dead. I thought he was like
Mhm.
confirmed dead. So
No, he specifically wasn't confirmed dead, or like in the morgue. You know what I mean? Kind of like
I
body
see.
unknown.
Like if we don't see
Yeah,
it, kind of rule.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
And it wasn't just that. It was a coping thing. It was like specifically kind of
Oh man.
that he
Yeah.
could still be alive.
Yeah. I don't know. So one, getting the confirmation that the Hishoku got 50 spies that have
Yeah.
bombs in them, and then there were some that are just straight up traitors. I thought that was I thought that was a neat little detail to show that like
hmm
the ones that they can detect are like the ones they know about, right?
hmm
So there's probably at least 20 other people maybe that are
hmm
also just doing it for love of the game, and it really fucking goes to show just how coordinated this attack is. And I really gotta eat crow here. I was doubting the Hishiku about this. Like, I was doubting the
Mhm.
timing, I was doubting the play, I was doubting everything about this fucking attack here. And
Mhm.
Hokazono keeps fucking proving me wrong week after week after week. And I just gotta hold that. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've just been thoroughly impressed with everything I've been seeing, and now seeing Uruha come back, man. Fuck. By the way, like I don't know if he's probably not connected to the sword anymore, the
It
Kumiuri.
can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
Um.
We are. I
Because
mean, Hirohiko has
yeah,
been.
because this is just a regular sword. Like he's just doing this
Mhm.
off sheer skill, and I think that's very interesting.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, very similar to his debut in that regard. There's our father. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm. Hirohiko continuing to be one of the most important fucking players.
Curry.
Curry, thank you. Continuing to be one
Mm-hmm.
of the most important fucking players. God,
Mm-hmm.
bro, it's beautiful. It's absolutely stellar. It's cinema. Because like,
Yeah.
low key, it's simultaneously an arms race. Um, like on the part of what's the name of the what's the name of the organization keeping the sword master, the
The
government,
Kaminabi.
the Kaminabe, yeah. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
on one hand, the Kaminabe really got like they got to protect, bro. That's the locker room, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, bro, I get it. I get why he'd be a priority. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it adds a very interesting layer to the whole thing, and I'm very curious what the consequences for Uruha being back. What the what the goal is? Is it to get Is it to get what the fuck? I just had his name. You just said his name.
What? Hakuri?
Hakuri. Is it to get Hakuri out of the building? Is to get Chihiro in here? I'm curious like what the direction they're gonna go is with Samurai Jesus Christ, with Uruha.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Just because we have so little information on like I mean maybe he survived just based on Suzaku, right? Um, but yeah. I could see that being the main method. Samurai, cut him with a normal blade, use Suzaku to revive him or heal him right before he died, or just close enough to death to where the enchanted blade is no longer in his tenure or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was your fucking reaction when you saw him come back? I'm curious. Was it like, oh my god, bro's back? It's peak.
Kind of, maybe. Um, I don't know. Like I'm kind of mixed on it. Like I like Uruha. I'm happy he's back. However, there's an element to it where it's like I don't know yet. Not in
Set.
like a it's bad way. It's just kind of like I literally don't know what my reaction is in terms of like emotionality. My teammates are so ass, bro. Holy. Anyways, in terms of like emotion or anything, so it's kind of hard for me to tell, just in all honesty. I want to see, what the plan was, I guess, leading up to this. I was surprised, I'll tell you that.
Hmm?
I've seen a lot of people that are kind of upset about it, and I can kind of understand the upsetness,
Why?
or at least like the apprehension, just because it's kind of like, well, all Samurai is gonna,
Alzheimer's.
if all Samurai's gonna do is like not kill people,
Mm.
right? Then what's kind of his threat as an antagonist? You know,
I mean,
it's kind of just like
he
they
has
almost
been
die.
because he has been killing people. Like it hasn't just been
Like who?
like random nobodies. I'm not saying like important deaths. I'm just
Well,
saying like he's not Batman, bro. He doesn't like you can make the argument that the people he has saved or has not just killed all the way have been what Chihiro and Uruha. Like yeah, bro, it's close people to him. Like I don't know.
I guess, but is that not the whole point of his betrayal, that they're close? He's betraying them anyway, right? Oh, he's close to them. He fucking betrayed him. He just cut that nigga's shoulder open. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's clearly just being homies isn't enough to, not do anything. People's apprehension is that it's kind of like a half measure.
Mm.
Mm.
I guess I can see that. I guess I can see
I'm
that.
wondering if Zemra's even going to stay an antagonist at this rate. That's honestly a decent possibility.
It's not okay. So I guess like if you put it like that, it makes a bit more sense. Though you could also argue that Samurai's goal isn't to kill them; it's more to like get to stop like destroy the swords. So
Mhm.
if it's a simple like if he could just get what he wants by not killing one of his closest friends, then why wouldn't he? Right?
I'm not confused about why he wouldn't do that. That's not what the confusion
It's not a
problem.
confusion. I don't say it's a confusion problem. I'm more like I get what they mean, but he was still willing to do it. Like I don't know.
He was willing to do what? Not kill him? You know what I mean? What's the you know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
could you
that's what I'm
could
asking.
you argue that this might okay if it's incompetence, would that make it slightly better?
No, because I know it wasn't incompetence because he had to like the way he specifically gets the enchanted blade back and Suzaku healing him, all that stuff. Like Samura, what didn't because Uru had to die or get very well close to it, right?
Yeah.
That's necessary for the enchanted blade connection to be broken, and so it's not a matter of like he fucked it up, like what he actually seriously killed him because we know it's pretty in character because he didn't do it with Chihiro. You know what I mean? Um, he's already not killed someone because of like closeness or whatever, right?
I
It's not.
guess,
And
yeah.
once again, it's not that it's not in character. It's that does it being in character diminish his fear, like the
Like
any
fear
level of
factor.
like
Yeah.
yeah, like if Sukuna was like, hey, it's actually been in character for me to like I killed Gojo, but I revived him real quick because like I actually really did fuck with him heavy.
Mm,
I'm not confused. You know what I mean? That's not my issue. Is not that I. It's just that it's like, oh, well, you're Sukuna. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Catch a body or something. Obviously, Samura's not meant to be that. He's meant to be much more pathetic. But the general point that people have of like, hey, this guy's meant to be kind of like a mid-game antagonist. We're supposed to be worried about him to some extent.
Mm,
What's his danger presenting, right? I don't
mm.
think that's crazy. I don't necessarily have that fully, but I can see that perspective.
Like it's not. I'm not. I guess. Um, I think for me, it's kind of getting into the specifics of Uruha's resurrection, if you want to call it that, or his healing, whatever, his escape.
Mm.
Um, if it was an accident, then Samura's just like a little incompetent. If it's on purpose, then I'm curious what the reason is. Um, I don't know. Like,
I mean, you yourself said you understand the reason, right? If you can get what you want without killing you, why wouldn't you?
I mean, that's assuming it's the reason, you know?
Well, I'm saying like if it's intentional, right? You can get what you want without killing your homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I
And so I guess I'm wondering like, what do you mean? Wondering, I guess like, are, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I
Like,
it
where is the confusion if it's intentional?
uh it's a good question. Where is the confusion if it's intentional?
Okay, you're Samura, right? You make that same play, right?
Yeah.
What other reason could you have aside from wanting to get your goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting rid of like the enchanted blade connections, um, fulfilling your contract with like the Hishaku, and keeping them alive. You're having one cake, eating that one, and then having another cake and eating that one for two. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Okay.
maybe the mechanisms of which he did it, I can understand, but like in terms of like motivation, I feel like that one's pretty simple.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like it makes sense.
If this is the case, why not just have Um, because I think he actually wants to kill him though.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think the Swordmaster might just be evil in his eyes.
yeah,
He thinks like the malediction or whatever is going to like fuck everything over. So he might just actually want that nigga gone.
yeah. The Sword Master makes sense. The Hishiku, when he gets around to it, presumably was definitely going to be one. Um,
And also, yeah, that's also a good point that M3D makes, where if you kill the Sword Master, they are
you
like
could
the
use the
connection they
sword.
have will
Yeah.
kill all of them. Well, no, it'll kill all of them if the Sword Master dies, right? All of
Uh,
their connections are severed. So what he might be doing is severing all of their connections and healing them, then getting to the
oh,
Sword
I
Master
see.
and actually just finishing that nigga off.
Okay. Well, I mean, how would you feel if that was the case? Because I don't mind that myself.
I mean, I don't necessarily like. It's kind of like, you know, do I mind that? I don't know. Not necessarily. To what end, right? The next element, I guess, that we're gonna introduce? Because
Mm.
otherwise, I'm almost kind of like, hey, Chihiro, lock in, bro. You know, that's cool. Wasn't that big of a deal. Um, he's only going to kill the genocide man. We should be chilling. But yeah,
Fair. I want to go back again to when Samura and Uruha duel to see if he also said Uruha was guilty like he is, because I'm thinking Samura views Uruha like Chihiro and is redeemable. I wouldn't. Okay, that could be a nice way to get around it. If he's just like, oh, I don't know. Would it solve it? I don't know.
I mean, if you don't think it's a problem, there's nothing to solve. That's not really what's in contention, but it's just kind of it's an interesting thing to bring up that I don't think is wholly unfair to consider.
What are the odds that he allows the blade to fall into Hishiko so that when he kills the sword master, all of them just instantly die by proxy? That would be a very fucking funny ass workaround, but that kind of assumes like it feels like you have to give the sword back to the sword master, which seems like a bigger risk to like create new connections.
I mean, you have to. I mean, you have to make someone has have the Shinuchi. But you don't. I don't think he has to be wielding it. Like Uruha wasn't wielding Kumayuri. I think when his connection was severed, if I'm remembering correctly.
But you
He
think,
just he's just connected to the sword.
oh, because I thought like I thought to okay, sure for making a connection, but like sorry for destroying a connection, but like I thought making it.
Yeah, you need someone else. But what I think the point is, okay, you let everybody else, you let the Hishaku get in, right? Then once they all have it, you kill the Sword Saint or the Sword Master or whatever, and then they all die too. So you don't give the Sword Master a sword again. You just kill him while he's defenseless, preferably.
Huh. Yeah, I guess. It, okay, wow. I don't know. I was kind of on board with Uruha. I never really thought about it from like a samurai as a villain perspective.
I mean, Simmer doesn't have to be a villain
I don't know.
for that to be the case. And wait, what do you mean you never thought about it from a samurai as a
Because
like as opposed to what?
no, I didn't take it as like, oh, because he's alive, it like weakens Samura as like an antagonist or as a killer, or like questions makes me question his resolve. Uh, excuse me. I more saw it as like, oh shit, Uruha's back. I wonder if this is like a conspiracy him and Samura like planned or something. I wonder. I kind of wonder like what he knows, what the story is, like if there's going to be kind of a reveal coming up.
Mm,
Right? So like for example, he and Samura plan this, then that to me would like change how I view it,
sure.
right? Like more so like it wasn't even a question of Samura's effectiveness or his resolve. It was like clearly it had to be for some other reason. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Like it as simple as, oh, I don't want to kill my friend is as a reason. And don't get me wrong, it's a good one, right? I'm not saying it's out of fashion, but it feels a little simple, you know.
Mhm.
So that was just kind of the thinking.
Yeah. Samura's character has always been doing the opposite of what he's sure. Yeah. I'm still kind of confused about why he said centipede. Oh, that's just a callback to it's a callback to when like Chihiro was fighting in the other dimension or whatever, and then centipede gets pulled out, had to duck. Chihiro references that in the train car when he's fighting Hirohiko for the first time. He says centipede and then uses a Kuro slash to get the radius of the whole thing. Centipede was just it was basically code word for get the fuck down. And so Uruha is just referencing that. He's like, hey bro, I'm going to unsheath this blade and cut anything in front of me. Centipede. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Solid 8 out of 10 chapter. I guess we'll see how this Uruha thing plays out. I was a little bit more confident about it, but
But don't let me sway you.
It's not that. It's just like I didn't even consider it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do an 8 for now. If the reveal is like more, if it is kind of what I initially thought of, like, oh, this is all part of a larger scheme or whatever, I think it retroactively makes it better. But oversight on my part.
Yeah, that run up panel with Uruha was cool as fuck. Into the the EI white purity style type shit. You let us see it. Chat, who do you think is better at it now? You think Shiro's caught up to him? That'd be fucking crazy. But yeah, the chapter because the chapter wasn't just what I mean. Uruha being back. I liked the pressure that was getting put on Curry. I'm curious to see him continue to rise to the occasion because here he didn't necessarily completely fold, but folded a little bit. Running out of maybe the like a cooldown in between ESO uses. And just general limitations with the sorcery kind of prevailing. But I don't know. I thought the chapter was pretty good. A smooth 8 out of 10.
Yes, sir. Big bro, all might. Sleeping Danger, how the fuck do you know about that?
Have I not called you that on stream?
I didn't think Sleeping Danger listened.
Oh, got you.
Send this to someone who wants to be touched all over.
Big bro, all my Motion Man cream is being swayed. You hate to see it.
Jesus
nah.
Christ, bro. I accidentally played a fucking video Shammy sent me for like 3 seconds.
Whoops.
Jesus Christ.
Well, chat, this just turned into After Dark real quick. Buckle up.
Nope. Cutting it off. I don't know why he just sent this to me on fucking Discord. But continue.
No, I said all I had to say. I was just telling Sleeping Danger to never disrespect Big Bro All Might Motion Man like that again and imply that he could be swayed by a mere mortal like myself. That's mad disrespectful, bro.
I'm surprised you're...
You gotta get that back in blood.
Can you do it for me, bro? Yes, huh? I don't fucking know why he said that to you, man. I should have cut it off a lot earlier. That's on me. It's the stupidest fucking... I almost want to forward the stupid clip. Okay, whatever.
I mean, Shimmy sent me something. I imagine it's...
Is it the lady with like the piercings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would watch that. Like, what?
I didn't. I was like, I was loading the video because it was a black
and it's
screen.
Shimmy too, bro.
I know. I didn't think it would start that fast.
No. I'm not confused. Okay. Why did you click on it thinking that it would start at all? Like, what was the thought process was Shammy, unknown video. I'm on streaming my audio,
I trust
I'm going to click it.
I trusted him too much. All
He
right.
sent you ASMR before.
He sent me a lot of things before.
Yes. And so you on stream thought, let me bro, I thought we learned our lesson.
Well, that's why it didn't go on for the full minute, bro.
That's why it didn't go on for the full minute.
It's only a 17-second video. I don't know why I said a minute. Mazani, thank you for the 5. Have y'all ever played Spec Ops: The Line? And if not, how much for a playthrough? Game is about 6 hours. Is it like
Spec Ops: The Line is not a? I don't think it's a co-op game.
It's not.
I have watched. No, I don't think so. I think it's a single player game if I remember correctly. I've watched 2 video essays on it. I'd be down to play it, but I don't think it would necessarily be a good game for both of us to stream because like I don't think it's co-op.
If there's a mod, we could Elden Ring it, I guess.
Maybe. I don't imagine it's that type of game though.
Yeah, Mazani, add more details, bro.
I thought Spec Ops got delisted though. Did it?
Yeah, Mazani will take care of that. He's gonna get all the information before just like putting out a bounty.
Let's see.
Do we? You want to just get into the segment, or do you want to save that for next week?
I mean, you wanted to keep it a little short this week, right?
Also, if the rematch thing is extended, we could kind of spin some.
Yeah, cool.
You know?
Yeah, come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Good shit.
Down.
Yeah. So chat, we're actually gonna hold off on the rewind until next week. Where we'll catch you guys up on what we read, watched, played, experienced in April, May, and very good pod.
Very good pod. You know, a lot of JJK reminiscent.
That's how shows that memory lane.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all coming out. W episode and then W is for weird, not W is for Wumbo. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Our ending stylist is feeding me the lines right now. So thank you guys for coming. You know, for all the members, we will see you guys this coming Thursday with something. I don't know exactly what it will be, but it will be something. That is a promise on Creams' hairline. For everybody else, we will see you guys next Sunday. You know, talk about chapters, talk about what we watched, read, played, listened to, and all that other good stuff. For these past, month and a half.
Yes, sir.
And you guys can look forward to that. So, hope you guys have a good rest of your nights, mornings, or evenings, and we will see y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.